Hello, everybody. I am here with a tarot reading for you for today, whatever day this is for you, whatever moment you are in. As long as you feel drawn to watch this, there will be a message here for you. There will be some guidance here for you. This is going to be about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to tune into the energy of this moment for us here together as a group and community for anyone who is tuning in. And we're just going to bring forward some insight and some guidance. So we're going to jump right in. Let's see what's coming up. What is the energy of this moment for everybody here? What is coming through? What is coming up right now? Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Five of Swords, the Chariot, and the Emperor. Okay. This is kind of feeling like that moment where you're like, enough is enough. Like, I can't waste my time on this anymore. I feel like I'm spinning my wheels. I've given everything to this that I can, and it's time for me to pack up and go, right? With the Five of Swords, it's this sense of like you have been trying to do something, maybe trying to control something or even resolve a certain conflict. Maybe you've been trying to get others to see things your way, or you've been trying to repair something and it's just not happening. And so it's that moment of realizing that you've done everything that you can do. And the best thing that you can do at this point is realize it's time to pick up and move on. With the Chariot, we have forward movement. We have you stepping back into a position of power and leadership. Paired with the Emperor, it's like, I need to do what is best for myself and for my kingdom, right? For anyone I'm responsible for, or anything I'm responsible for. And so it's kind of being a little bit more strict, a little more stern with yourself. Like, this is not productive. This is causing me to like leak energy and drain myself. This is not going anywhere. And I need to admit that to myself because it's not sustainable for myself or my kingdom, right? So this is forward movement. It's time to move on and let something go. There are changes that need to take place. There are things that you just need to accept are not yours to fix or to resolve, and that's okay. That's okay. And so the lesson here for you is really surrendering to the universe and trusting that things will happen the way they are meant to happen, and that you need to take responsibility for yourself right now, and you need to put yourself first in this situation and move on. So how can you best do that? How can we best flow with and work with this energy that's coming up? This need to walk away, to surrender, to be your own leader, step back into a position of power and move forward. Ooh, okay, we have the Four of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. So this is how we can best move with and flow with this energy. Four of Swords asks you to first just breathe, right? This maybe is something that's been pretty exhausting for you, that's taken a lot of your time, your energy, and your space. And so it would really serve you to take some time to rest, to recenter, get your mind in a really good centered place so that you're not just making reactive decisions for yourself, and replenish your energy, right? So allow yourself to take a little bit of a break. Then you want to reset. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which I often associate with legacy. Like, what am I doing? How am I showing up in ways that really feels authentic to me? What do I want to leave behind in this life? So it's asking yourself some really big questions around your purpose and whether or not you feel like you are fulfilling your purpose. If you feel like you are, it's how can I amplify that? How can I put myself on a path to help that to grow? And if you're not, it's like, what do I need to prune? What do I need to trim off or let go so that I can get into alignment with what I'm really meant to do? So it's sitting down with yourself, reflecting and asking yourself some pretty big questions. And then we have the 8 of Wands, which is this creative breakthrough energy. So with rest, with proper rest, proper reflection, you will experience this kind of opening energy, this flow energy where like the dam is cracking open. And this could even be something like an opportunity gets put in front of you really unexpectedly, like, whoa, I didn't expect that. And so if it feels right, don't take too much time questioning it or like being in this kind of paralysis, because the thing about the 8 of Wands is like when it strikes, It's hot and you have to go with it, or it will fly past you and it will be gone, right? It's sort of this fleeting energy, and it's this really powerful energy. So when you get struck with inspiration, when you get struck with an opportunity, when you suddenly feel like things are flowing in a certain direction, don't question it too much. Don't let your logic kind of override things or limit you from taking this train forward, because it could really lead you to something beautiful and more deeply into your purpose. Okay, so next we're going to look at something that you can be focusing on right now. This is something that you can put your energy and intention into, something that we can pick in this moment for your highest and greatest good, that will help you, that will serve you at this time. We've got 2 cards flying out. Okay. Excuse me, we have the Knight of Pentacles and we have the Emperor reversed. Okay, don't be rigid right now, okay? Don't be rigid. You have a long journey ahead of you, and it's going to require discipline, patience, and commitment. It's also going to require flexibility. You don't have all of the answers right now, and it's important for you to remember that, to be humble as you move forward on this journey. You may have a really big goal in the distance, and the journey is going to be a long one, full of many steps along the way and many learnings along the way. Sometimes it's going to feel like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So just know that you don't have all of the answers right now. You don't have all the tools right now. You don't have all the wisdom right now, and you are going to be learning as you go. And it will really benefit you greatly if you aren't too stubborn, if you aren't too rigid, if you just allow yourself to be open and flexible and willing to, pivot sometimes, right? So as your focus, I would say focus on being flexible when you look at the future, focus on being open-minded, and especially like with that 8 of Wands energy that might be coming in and striking you, it might not be what you expected, as I said. So if you have this rigid idea of how things are supposed to be going forward, it could really hinder you from stepping into something really beautiful and something really meant for you going forward, right? Okay, so next I'm going to look at where your focus should not be right now. So something that may come in to distract you, to take you off of your true path and away from your focus. So where should your focus not be at this time? Sometimes things come in that we think like need our attention, and it ends up wasting a lot of time and energy, and we really didn't need to be doing all that. So we've got the 8 of Cups. And we also have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this is so interesting because what I'm feeling like is putting limitations on yourself, like feeling that you have all this work to do before you start something new, right? It's that kind of feeling of like, but I don't have the resources, but I don't have the time. I really need to do this first. I need to take this class. I need to let this go. I'm not in the right state. And then like the next thing you know, 30 years have passed and you still haven't done what you wanted to do because you made all these excuses for yourself, which are rooted in something real, but really, on a bigger level, it's just fear, right? It's fear keeping you stuck or keeping you from going after your dreams, keeping you from moving forward or trying new things. And so just be careful that you aren't like piling up all these obstacles for yourself that are keeping you from moving forward and jumping into new opportunities, okay? Like, it doesn't have to be so hard. It can actually be a lot easier than you might make it out to be sometimes. And you don't have to do it a certain way, and you don't have to heal this and fix this and learn this necessarily. Sometimes you just have to throw yourself into things and learn as you go. So lastly, we are going to look at the lesson in all of this. What is this about? Why is this happening? What is the big takeaway here? What is the lesson in this? What is the lesson in this? Okay. 8 of Cups, the Chariot, and the womb. Okay, so we are learning to let go of things that don't belong to us. We are learning to move on from things that have become too burdensome, stepping back into our power and into a place of balance with the Chariot, remembering who you are and that you have the power and you are capable of moving forward in your own way, of being your own leader. And then we have the womb, which is also knowing when it's good to take a pause, right? Like in between stages, and how nourishing that time of pause, that liminal in between space can be between closing one door and opening another door. In that time, so much information, so much wisdom, so much clarity and direction can come to you. And there's so much value in just taking a pause, slowing down, and giving a little bit of space between ending and beginning, right? So I hope this reading helps somebody today, and please comment if it resonates. Lots of love.